Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are all doing well and all hanging in there right now for Bitcoin and crypto. So today, guys, I do want to talk about Bitcoin. Why right now is the best time right now to buy Bitcoin, like literally right now. So today, in today's stream, I want to talk about that. I want to show you guys, some examples on why we all should be buying into Bitcoin. Okay, simply buying, DCAing, and investing into Bitcoin right now, because right now is the best time to just simply buy Bitcoin, right? So I want to talk a bit about that for today's stream. But I hope you guys are all hanging in there right now for Bitcoin and crypto. There's nothing to be fearful about. Once again, even though the Fin Greed Index right now is in fear mode. Okay, today it is still in fear mode. But I'm here to tell you guys, okay, there is nothing to worry about at all. There's nothing to be scared about, to panic about. We are still on track, right? We are seeing Bitcoin still on track to, reach new highs and, of course, reaching at least 6 figs towards the end of this year in 2024. Because I truly do believe Bitcoin has still huge potential to reach at least 100K and beyond towards the end of this year in 2024, right? So let me show you guys what is happening right now with Bitcoin, and then I will show you guys a fair few, there is in fact a fair few charts that I want to show you guys for today's stream. So that's exactly what I want to talk about and show you guys. So Bitcoin right now, $55,000. We are in fact in the 1 hour time frame. We actually saw Bitcoin early this morning dropping as low as about 53,700. So just below 54K, but Bitcoin is bouncing back up, okay, and it's bouncing back up to $55,000 right now, which is great to see for Bitcoin, right? We're not seeing huge movements today, okay, for altcoins, okay. Ethereum holding at $2,300. Other altcoins today are not really moving for the past 24 hours, right? But it's looking much better than yesterday, okay. 5% for Cardano, 5% for Avalanche, okay, 2% for Chainlink, right? So yeah, alts today are slightly moving, okay, looking a bit more better than yesterday. Bitcoin is up 1% right now, and Ethereum is not really up. It's just up 0.66%, right? So nothing too huge for Ethereum today, but the market today overall is up over 1%, and the global crypto market cap is now sitting at 1.95 trillion, just below 2 trillion, right? So crypto market today is still holding very, very strong. At least today, okay, the markets are in fact looking a bit more better than where it was yesterday, right? Because yesterday, okay, it wasn't looking too good and hot for altcoins, right? At least today is looking a bit more better. So Fin Greed Index right now, okay, sitting at 26, guys. Okay, 26. Yesterday we saw it at 29. Last week we saw it at 26, and last month we saw it at 40. So obviously for the past few weeks, the Fin Greed Index has in fact been in fear mode, and obviously a lot of investors out there, especially retail investors, are obviously scared right now. There's a lot of fear in the market, okay, for Bitcoin and crypto, and overall, guys, it's September. Once again, right? We know historically September, okay, is one of the most bearish months for Bitcoin and crypto. And not just for Bitcoin and crypto, also for the stock market as well, right? We know that. So understand, guys, this is completely normal, right? Historically, September is generally a bad month for the markets, and so far Bitcoin is actually down 6.7%. So it's gone down a little bit, right? Yesterday we saw this at 8%. Okay, and the reason why it's gone down a little bit, obviously, because Bitcoin is slightly bouncing back up to that 55K level. Okay, so yes, it's clear to see. Okay, yes, we are in fact in September, bearish month, and I told you guys many times that I'm expecting Bitcoin to have corrections in the next few days, few weeks, especially with the rate cuts coming in a week time, so around September 17th to the 18th, somewhere around there. I do see potential that Bitcoin will crash even more. There is potential for that, right? So get ready, guys. Okay, I told you guys, when we see these corrections coming for Bitcoin for this month of September, don't be scared. Take it as a golden opportunity to buy more, to stack more. This is the best time right now to buy. And there is, a fair few Bitcoin charts showing us that right now Bitcoin is pretty much undervalued, and there is in fact a buy signal right now for Bitcoin. Okay, and I told you guys many, many times, once October arrives, Q4, right? Quarter 4, guys. Q4 is the best time. October, November, and December, right? I told you guys we just have to get through September. And then once we enter Q4, October, November, and December, that's when I truly do believe Bitcoin will skyrocket. And if Bitcoin is skyrocketing, then of course altcoins will follow and skyrocket with it, right? We know alt season is right around the corner. So understand, guys, right? Bitcoin is in a halving year. So it makes most sense to compare 2024 with previous halving years. In the previous halving years, 2016 and 2020, Bitcoin enjoyed 3 straight months of upside across October, November, and December. So you guys can just clearly see back in 2020, okay, we had the Bitcoin halving event for that year in 2020, right? And you guys can just clearly see for that year, the month of October to November and December, Bitcoin did perform 3 straight green months, right? 3 months in a row. You guys can clearly see that, right? October, it was 28%. Okay, November, 43%. December, 47%. Okay, now look at 2016. Back in 2016, okay, again, that was also another year where we had the Bitcoin halving event, right? It's a 4-year cycle. So 2016, in October, we saw Bitcoin up 15%, and then 5%, and then 30%, 31% in December, right? So 3 straight green months for the halving years for 2016 and 2020. Now, 2024 is also a halving year. So will history repeat itself for Bitcoin? Will we see Bitcoin for the month of October for this year in 2024, okay, and November and December having 3 straight green months? I think that is very, very possible. Okay, Q4 is usually pretty bullish, guys. So I am in fact expecting huge movements coming up for Bitcoin once September ends. And I really do believe this is where Bitcoin's going to really kick in, really skyrocket, really make moves, gain back its momentum, and reach back up to at least $70,000 and back up to its previous highs, and of course breaking that resistance line, and of course breaking out and reaching a new high. I think all of this is going to happen in the next few months, right? For October, November, and December in Q4. I really do believe, okay, the next upcoming 3 months will be amazing for Bitcoin. Okay, we will end off this year in 2024, okay, much higher. I can tell you guys that much right now. We will end off this year much, much higher. So get ready for that. For all my Bitcoin holders, okay, get ready for what is truly coming for these next upcoming few months. October, November, and December, right? And you guys can clearly see, yes, Q4 is coming up, right? Bitcoin is down 13% in Q3, okay? This would make the worst Q3 in 5 years, but Q4 is coming, okay? And you guys can clearly see, usually Q4 is a great time, okay, for Bitcoin. So get ready, guys, for Q4, because massive movements and rallies, parabolic movements is coming for Bitcoin. Okay, so get ready for that. Now I want to show you guys this. This is actually very, very interesting. Okay, and this is actually a fun fact because I reckon not a lot of you guys do actually know this, but it says here, since launching in 2009, Bitcoin has made more trading hours than the stock market since 1971. Mind you guys, right? Yes, Bitcoin was, okay, originally I think Bitcoin was created back in 2008, but it launched in 2009, okay? And Bitcoin has been around for what? Over 15 years now. Okay, over 15 years. Okay, the stock market has been around for decades, like years. It's been around way longer than Bitcoin, and already, okay, we have more trading hours in Bitcoin than stocks, right? And this is just Bitcoin, guys. This is not the entire, cryptocurrency market. It's just Bitcoin compared to the stock market. Think about that, guys. I mean, it makes sense. Bitcoin, You know, there's always trading hours with Bitcoin. You know, it's never closed or anything like that. Like, for example, with the stock market, it closes on the weekends, but weekdays it's always open. So it's understandable why the trading hours is more for Bitcoin. But yet again, you know, Bitcoin has only been around for over 15 years, whereas the stock market has been around for decades, much longer than Bitcoin. So that just tells you guys something, that right there. You know, this is obviously very, very bullish for Bitcoin. Okay, now this man right here holds almost 358,000 Bitcoins. And honestly, as the time as I'm actually recording this video, or streaming, I reckon Larry Fink, the CEO of Blackrock, I reckon he owns almost 360,000 Bitcoins by now. This man right here, okay, was a skeptic of Bitcoin. I don't know if you guys remember that, but back in like what, 2017, 2018, he said some very, very bearish things about Bitcoin. You know, he simply did not believe in Bitcoin. He was clearly a skeptic, right? But obviously, as the years goes on, he's now bullish with Bitcoin. And ever since the Bitcoin ETFs have been approved, okay, by the SEC, BlackRock, they've just been accumulating Bitcoin. A lot of inflows have been happening for Bitcoin, right? We know that with the Bitcoin ETFs, especially for BlackRock, right? So it's been what, 7 months? 7 months since the ETFs were approved. Okay, over 7 months. And BlackRock, they now hold over 350,000 Bitcoins. Just think about that for a second. Just think about that. They are the well, not the largest. Satoshi Nakamoto is the largest, right? This anonymous person. He or she hold what, over 1 million Bitcoins, right? Understand, Larry Fink / BlackRock, they are in fact slowly catching up to accumulating 500,000 Bitcoins, 700,000 Bitcoins, and eventually 1 million Bitcoins, right? It's only been 7 months, guys, and they have already accumulated over 350,000 Bitcoins, coming up to 360,000 Bitcoins. Just think about that for a second. It's only been 7 months. It hasn't even been a year yet. And they are, in fact, I think the third largest holders for Bitcoin, right? So it's crazy. You know what I mean? And you know what's actually crazy, guys? Okay, we know BlackRock, they have, in fact, been accumulating a whole bunch of Bitcoin, right? Like, they've been buying every single day. It's always inflows. There's not much outflows. I believe they've only had 2 outflows, but the rest has been inflows. So they've been buying hundreds of Bitcoins every single day, pretty much, right? And what's crazy is Bitcoin has not been pumping. Isn't that crazy? Like, think about that. It's kind of weird, right? Like, Bitcoin has been pumping, but not as much. Like, if you guys just really look at it right here, on the daily time frame, and you guys can clearly see, right, Bitcoin has been consolidating. Okay, we are obviously seeing a very, very strong support level and resistance right over here, right? So it's weird how we haven't really seen Bitcoin moving. Like, I get it, you know, back in March, we saw Bitcoin absolutely skyrocketing. Okay, but ever since then, it's just been consolidating, and BlackRock have obviously been buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has not been moving. It's kind of weird, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's kind of weird, but yeah, BlackRock, they want your Bitcoins, guys. Okay, if you're selling your Bitcoins right now, they want your Bitcoins. Okay, so this is one of the main reasons, guys, I tell you guys to not sell your Bitcoins. Okay, because BlackRock, they will buy it off you. Okay, if you're selling your Bitcoins, they will buy it. And I believe, okay, they will not stop accumulating into Bitcoin. They will continue to buy more Bitcoin, right? It's crazy. Okay, and I do believe eventually they could potentially reach and own and hold 1 million Bitcoins. I don't know if that's possible. We will see. But I mean, 360,000 Bitcoins in just 7 months. It's crazy, right? Just think about that for a second. They have been accumulating a whole bunch of Bitcoin, guys. It's crazy, right? So here's a chart that I want to show you guys. Okay, so the buy signals for Bitcoin, why right now, you know, is the best time right now to, you know, buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can. So yeah, since you can see, we've seen a buy signal in 2016, a buy signal in 2020, and a buy signal in 2024, where we are right now. So as you guys can clearly see, There was a bull market after every bull signal in the monthly chart of Bitcoin. Corrections after this signal can happen, but what comes after that? Pure joy. And that's very, very true. You guys can clearly see from this chart, all right, we did in fact see a fair few buy signals. Okay, so back in 2016 we saw a buy signal right here, and then it pumped. Okay, and again we saw a buy signal in 2020, and then it led to a uptrend, right? And that's when obviously Bitcoin was in fact in a bull run, right? 2017, that's when we were in fact in a bull cycle, and of course 2021, that's when we were in a bull cycle as well. So same thing is what's happening right now with Bitcoin, right? You can just clearly see we are in fact seeing a strong buy signal right now. Okay, this is obviously the best time right now to buy Bitcoin, right? And it's going to lead to a massive parabolic move up to the upside. And I hope you guys are truly ready for that. And I hope you guys are prepared for it. Okay, so another clearly, very, very clear buy signal right now while we all should be buying into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still undervalued according to the rainbow chart. So you guys can clearly see, okay, Bitcoin is still cheap, right? Just like what the rainbow chart is in fact showing us here. Bitcoin is clearly undervalued, and I really do believe it is truly undervalued, right? Right now it's trading at $55,000. And I told you guys, Q4 is coming, October, November, and December. And I really do believe Bitcoin's going to be at 80,000 to 90,000, even $100,000 towards the end of this year in 2024, right? I still think Bitcoin is still on track to reach these high price targets for this year in 2024. So understand, guys, right now is the best time to buy it. It's cheap, right? It's below 60K. It's below 100K. Right, I told you guys, once we actually see Bitcoin reaching 100K, in the six figures and beyond, right, so 100K and beyond, we will probably never see Bitcoin, okay, at this price ever again, okay, ever again, guys. In Bitcoin history, we'll probably never see Bitcoin at this price of $54,000. So just think about that, guys. Right now, okay, is the best time right now to buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can. We are in fact seeing a buy signal. Okay, Bitcoin is clearly undervalued. Okay, the Bitcoin rainbow chart is showing us here that it's cheap, it's undervalued. Okay, and it's the best time right now to buy as much Bitcoin as we possibly can, because we know a massive parabolic movement is coming for Bitcoin, just like what it did back in 2017 and 2021, right? So same thing is going to happen for this time around, okay, for 2025. Okay, understand, guys, next year, 2025, will be an amazing time, a wild time for Bitcoin and crypto. Understand that. Okay, so get ready for the next bull cycle. But Bitcoin, yes, Q3 has been bad for Bitcoin, but Q4 will be great. Okay, so Bitcoin will soon enough break this resistance. As I told you guys, we will in fact see a breakout coming for Bitcoin. And once we actually see Bitcoin breaking out of this resistance, from there on, it's going to be reaching new highs. And I hope you guys are truly prepared for what is coming for Bitcoin and crypto, right? Because a massive rally is coming. I know I keep telling you guys that, but it's all about patience. We are literally at the home stretch right now, okay? Because next month's October will be amazing for Bitcoin and crypto. Okay, so be ready for that, because Q4 is coming and it will be absolutely amazing. Okay, so get ready for that, you guys. Okay, a massive breakout is coming for Bitcoin. Okay, very, very soon. We only have really, this month, September, to really buy, right? Cheap Bitcoins, but after that, okay, it's no more, it's not going to be as cheap. Okay, so buy now, guys. This is the best time right now to buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can. So soon enough, yes, we're going to see Bitcoin breaking this resistance, okay, and it's going to reach higher. The target is going to be around $130,000. Now, that's easily going to happen for Bitcoin, right? 130K is going to happen like early of 2025, most likely, right? I do think, and I've been telling you guys this many times, that I do personally think we're going to see Bitcoin reaching at least like 200K to 250 to 280 to even 300K and beyond. These price targets are very, very possible for Bitcoin to reach in the next bull cycle in 2025. So get ready for that. So yes, what Bitcoin did back in 2020, April 2021 will happen for this time around, right? So get ready, guys, for Bitcoin to reach in the 6 figs for the first time in Bitcoin history. Of course, I'm talking about USD, right? In AUD, we have already seen Bitcoin reaching 6 figs, even the yen, right? Different currencies, you know what I mean? But for USD, we're going to see that happen for the first time for Bitcoin very, very soon. So get ready for that, you guys. And Bitcoin, okay, every single time, right? We're going to enter a bull run, part 1 of the bull run, and then part 2 of the bull run, just like what happened in 2016 and of course 2017, right? So same thing, guys. We did see Bitcoin having this bull run for part 1, okay, for 2023 pretty much to where we are right now. But part 2 is going to be even better, okay? So get ready for, 200k Bitcoin, 300k Bitcoin, and beyond, because it is coming, and I really want you guys to be ready for what is truly coming for Bitcoin. And understand there will be a lot of FOMO. This always happens. Every single time we enter a new bull cycle, we always see FOMO. Okay, retail investors will FOMO in, guys. Unfortunately, right? This always happens. Okay, this always happens. For some odd reason, a lot of people out there don't like to buy Bitcoin when it's cheap, when it's crashing, when there's FUD out there, right? When it's in the reds, okay, when there's fear in the market. That's not when a lot of people like to buy. They like to buy in when we are in fact in a bull run, in a bull market, in a bull cycle, when it's in the greens, when everyone's talking about it, right? When there's greed in the market. For some reason, a lot of retail investors, that's when they like to buy in, right? But that is obviously not the time to buy in, guys. The time to really buy in heavy is when we are in fact in a bear market. So obviously, let's just say back in 2022, right? Back in 2022, right? First, show you guys right here on TradingView, weekly time frame. Back in 2022, you guys can clearly see bad times for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin and crypto, you guys can clearly see right over here. Okay, we saw a massive drop. Right, this right here, guys, would have been the best time to buy Bitcoin, okay, when it was in fact dropping, especially all the way like in this area right here, right? So if you bought down here, guys, understand you are blessed, okay? And I'm glad I actually caught the bottom, because I was buying Bitcoin, like obviously when it was coming down, but I was buying a whole bunch when it was all the way down here. Like I actually caught the bottom, you know what I mean? And at that time, that's when FTX was collapsing and pretty much shut down and went bankrupt, right? And that's why Bitcoin dropped further down to the downside. Okay, and then of course we saw Ethereum dropping and Solana, right? Because I believe the reason why Solana was dropping so much at the time, like right over here, was because FTX apparently held a whole bunch of Solana, right? So yeah, Solana has dropped a lot back then. So obviously if you bought Solana, imagine you bought a whole bunch of Solana down here, okay, and this is where Solana is at right now. Like it's completely pumped up to the upside, almost reaching back up to its previous highs, right? So just think about that, guys. So you want to simply buy, guys, when there's fear in the market, right? There was obviously a lot of fear back in 2022 during this downtrend, this massive downtrend, right? When we were in fact in a bear market, okay? So understand, if you bought from back in 2022, you are blessed right now, okay? You are blessed, okay? Be glad that you bought in 2022, okay? Because that would have been the best time to buy, okay? Of course, right? Clearly, because everything right now is clearly bouncing back up, right? So yeah, 2022 would have been the best time to really DCA and accumulate, okay? So if you bought back in 2022, understand you are blessed. And if you survived that year in 2022, you can literally survive anything, because 2022 was generally like a bad time for Bitcoin and crypto. Like we were already entering a bear cycle and a lot of crypto exchanges were shutting down. Like FTX, that was a big one. And of course, we saw what happened with Terra Luna. I don't know if you guys remember, but in Terra Luna, yes, it collapsed. And that obviously caused Bitcoin to drop even more, even the entire crypto market. Like there was just so much FUD for that year in 2022. So if you simply survive 2022, you can literally survive anything, okay? But understand, guys, it is never too late to buy Bitcoin. Okay, especially if you're planning on buying into Bitcoin for long term, right? Even if I told you guys this, right? Even if Bitcoin reaches 100K DCA, if it reaches 150 to 200K, I'm still gonna DCA, and I hope you guys will still continue to DCA into Bitcoin as well. Okay, it is never truly ever too late to buy into Bitcoin, right? And when you're investing into Bitcoin, guys, you really just want to invest for the long run, right? Bitcoin has stored value. It builds generational wealth. It's a hedge against inflation. Okay, it fixes a lot of things. And this is why, guys, you need Bitcoin. You need some Bitcoin in your portfolio. You need to hold some Bitcoin, guys, for long term, like for a lifetime. I'm genuinely being serious, right? So that's that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. I will keep you guys updated on what's gonna happen with Bitcoin and crypto. If you guys have not seen my most previous videos that I've uploaded, I already uploaded a video a couple of hours ago, about 3 hours ago. If you guys haven't seen that video, you should definitely check it out. And there will be another video being uploaded later on tonight talking about Ethereum, okay, why Ethereum will reach $10,000, okay. So look out for that video. It will be coming out very, very soon. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I just really wanted to come on here and just give you guys an update what's happening with the Bitcoin and crypto, and why right now is the best time to buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.